125 pounds getting us kicked off here on a Thursday afternoon. The aforementioned Tyler Klinsky, 20th ranked wrestler at 125, up against Nico Colello in the dark blue Kent State singlet. Mentioned Klinsky undefeated in duels this year, 7-0, was a 2024 NCAA qualifier, just flickered on the screen.
He had a couple of those wins against ranked guys.
Big one, Jet Strickenberger of West Virginia, and kind of utilizing that redshirt season a year ago and has come back really strong in his final campaign here in Lawrenceville.
He's got to keep pressure on Colello's head so he can't get it off the mat.
Colello, the redshirt junior out of Edison, New Jersey, not too far from here. 8-8 so far this season and 4-4 in duel action. He's lost his last two duels.
Yeah, Tyler's trying to get his head underneath there.
Does have a grip on that right foot, now moving towards the left. And the whistle does come in at about the minute 41 mark. Ryder 3-4 so far in duel action, looking for a much better result than the one against Purdue, 24-6 loss back on Friday, January 2nd.
And Tom, that was a match to me that they wrestled very well. I mean, all matches were decisions. There was no majors, no techs, no bonus points.
And you got to give a lot of credit to, the job that Tony Ersland is able to do.
Absolutely.
Sony Buell, Joey Blaze, a lot of really talented wrestlers over there in Indiana.
I'm looking to get a stalemate here.
It's a little over a minute here in this opening period. Colello's first year as a starter for the Golden Flashes. He redshirted back in 2023. Did have a successful season last year, 13-11. 3-2 at the Navy Classic, but just 3-7 in duels. And spun around.
He
Trying
might
to work
have
towards
him
the
here.
foot.
It's good defense by Colello right there.
Now trying to work towards the knee of Klinsky. Klinsky, a 2020 Middletown North grad. He's an NJ champ at 113 pounds and a two-time NJ State finalist. Trying to swing that right leg around. Now under 15 seconds left here in this opening period.
Colello's doing a really good job here, just hanging on. He knows there's short time. He just doesn't want to give anything up here at the end.
As that'll tick us down. So nothing doing for either wrestler here in period number one. But this is kind of something we talk about where usually the offense gets going here in the second, sometimes in the third. For Klinsky, he'll start bottom. Colello had that arm locked for a second. But Klinsky does start the scoring with the escape. Kent State 2-21 in conference over their last three seasons. 1-1 so far this year. And Josh Moore, who was an assistant here from 2004 to 2015, has done a tremendous job building this program up, coming from the now defunct Cleveland State.
Yes.
Also bringing in a lot of his guys. 8 former Vikings now here with the Golden Flashes.
And Colello's doing a really good job here, Tom. He's gotten most of the shots here, which is very surprising for me. Normally, like we had talked about earlier, Klinsky's the Mr. Offense.
And we did see Klinsky put him in that precarious spot for about 2 or 3 seconds or so at the end of that first period, but he was able to come out of that unscathed. And just nothing really generating. Klinsky tried on that left leg.
Yeah. Colello's got really good defense here.
1 minute remaining in the second period.
Now trying to work back around. Does spin around, but
he's trying to put a leg in there, and he's going to get a leg in. Oh, Tyler's got that leg.
Moving well on the mat is Colello, under a minute here in this second period. Trying to get a grasp of the left foot of Klinsky, can't find it.
Tom, you described it earlier as precarious. That's the only thing I could say right now.
And eventually Klinsky does get the takedown, so the first offensive points here at 125. We do get an early challenge from Josh Moore.
Yeah, I'll have to.
So the call is confirmed, it'll stand.
Takedown for Klinsky. He leads
So
4-0.
takedown for Klinsky, the first offensive points, big, especially with the complexion of this match. Under 30 seconds after the stoppage. Wello defended that well, looking to escape this.
He's doing a good job getting right to his back to his feet every time he goes down.
He's still with a vice grip as it ticks us down here in period 2. So we do see the offense get going for Tyler Klinsky.
Klinsky leads 4-0.
He leads 4-0, just the escape in that the beginning of the second, and then the takedown, the only takedown. An unsuccessful challenge from Josh Moore. So Colello starts bottom. And has to start generating something offensively here if the Golden Flashes want an upset here at the initial bout. Colello does get the point on the escape.
And no riding time, Tom, so it's going to be, there it is. There's that shot. Good finish. Oh, nothing yet.
Still nothing yet. Klinsky working towards the back, and he does get it. So the second takedown for Klinsky. Now offense really imminent for Colello. Does get one more on that escape. Those have been his only points, the 2 escapes.
Tyler wants to score this. He doesn't want to go out of bounds here. Good ankle pass right there by Colello.
Right at the edge, Colello actually did hit the mat.
1 minute remaining in the third period.
A vice grip does Klinsky have. Colella works towards that right foot, under a minute here in this third period.
He's about to get it. Tom, it's like they're a mirror image of each other. One takes a shot, one has a great defense.
And still nothing yet. Klinsky keeping that foot in. So whistle does come in here, about 23 seconds left here in this third.
Take down, right out, get to the major. And I know that's what coach is thinking.
Still enough time for Klinsky to take a shot. He did.
Nice shot.
He stood up for a second, but still an opportunity to attack.
There it is.
There it is. Driving Colella into the mat. The third takedown for Klinsky here at 125.
Gotta hold him here.
As that'll tick us down. A tremendous job by Tyler Klinsky, right in the nick of time, getting that major decision. 10-2, the final here at 125 pounds. Tyler Klinsky rolling now 8-0 in duels and moving to 12-3. Betancourt for the Rider Bronx and the Cleveland State transfer, one of 8 Cleveland State transfers. Nick Molchak for the Golden Flashes. Molchak 9-8 this season. And Will Betancourt 8-6. Betancourt, a long-traveled wrestler, the grad student out of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Spent time in the 21-22 campaign as an Ohio State Buckeye, where he went 7-5. Eventually went to Penn State, didn't wrestle that next season, but has found a home these last couple of seasons with the Bronx. It's been kind of an up and down season in terms of, he was sick at the end of December, and we saw Caden Name in that tri-meet against Clarion and Columbia.
Will started coming on towards the end of last season. He built up a lot of momentum, had a great conference tournament as well. Nice single right there. You want to keep him in here. Do not let him get close to the out of bounds. I'd pull him a lot closer to center.
Betancourt trying to. As now Molchak grabs the right leg.
It's good defense.
Still right at the edge. Molchak has that left foot in, but the whistle does come in here with 1:16 left.
Yeah, sometimes when you're trying to bring that guy back to center, you get a little, you don't pay attention, and then you leave your ankles exposed as he did.
Aiden Benavides was the starter at 133 a year ago for Kent State. But Josh Moore bringing in one of his former Vikings. Benavides was just 5-19 here at this class for the Golden Flashes, and obviously trying to mold this program into what Josh Moore wants it to become.
That was a nice attempt at a slide by Molchak. Heavy on the head.
Hand fighting at center mat, still nothing doing for both wrestlers. Betancourt takes a shot.
You want to take your time, but at the same time you can't pause in there because you're giving him too much time to defend your shot, as he did. Excellent job by Molchak.
So stalemate called under 15 seconds here in the first period, reminiscent of 125 to start the day. Betancourt way low, looking to size up a shot. Now Molchak somehow gets lower. But not enough time remains in this first, so nothing doing for either wrestler here at 133. Well, both these guys mirroring what Klinsky and Colella put up at 125. It was Klinsky who eventually came out of that victorious, as Molchak will start bottom. Molchek 13-10 a year ago, is 3-2 in duels. And he takes a shot high on Betancourt.
Believe it or not, Betancourt was actually just giving him one and letting him get up, but again, wasn't paying attention, got caught sleeping, and Molchek took a quick shot. Almost scored from it.
Trying to disengage, Betancourt does take a shot after dislodging. Molchek's been able to move well so far. Tried to take a shot at the single, but now Molchek returns with a shot of his own. A vice grip on that left leg of Betancourt. Kent State contingency looking for the three. Still nothing just yet until now. A three-point takedown for Molchek. Betancourt now has that right leg lock, looking to trip the left.
There's a reversal.
2-point reversal for Will Betancourt.
So Betancourt getting the two. A whistle does come in here. 40.
Comes right here. Nothing yet. And there it was, Tom. That's why Betancourt kept wrestling, I believe.
So the call has been overturned. Josh Moore, not a fan at all. And an animated discussion with the ref on the far side.
After review, the call on the mat was overturned. A 3-point takedown for Betancourt.
So a 3-point takedown for Betancourt.
Huge, Tom. Huge. That's a 5-point swing.
And Josh Moore is still visibly frustrated as he eventually walks back towards the Kent State bench.
I got one right.
Yeah, there you go, 1 for 2. Going a little streak here if these keep happening.
I was 0 for 1 last week.
And the old adage in basketball, you'd rather be 0 for 10 than 0 for 1, because if you're 0 for 10, that means they didn't slow you down. Your confidence is still high. Still a conference at the video board. Or replay area, rather. But, you know, to your point, Jim, now, especially considering, you know, Eli Griffin at 141 after this for Ryder, a 14th ranked wrestler, Josh Moore is thinking, you don't want to let this slip away.
Absolutely.
And Molchak has wrestled really well here. You got to figure, you know, a decision loss, now you're down 7, and, you know, it's
Again,
really
like,
tough
with Griffin
facing
coming up,
Griffin
yep.
and then Dylan Layton after that. So I think more so frustrated, maybe not necessarily at the reversal of the call, but maybe also just the manner in which he felt Hanji was late.
1 point escape for Molchak.
So Molchak does get a point on the escape, but obviously changing the complexion is that reverse call as Betancourt takes a shot. Defended really well.
Yeah, Will's got to keep that tricep, and he's going to try to keep facing him. And Molchak's got to look to create an angle, maybe to throw him by.
Tried one on the left leg. It was thwarted out very cleanly by Betancourt as the time does tick down. So a wild 2 periods here at 133. Betancourt with a 3-2 lead. He'll start bottom.
Chooses down to begin the 3rd period.
Looking for his 9th win on the season. His first dual win in 2026, potentially.
Good job getting to his feet right away by Will. Real good job.
Now setting up low, trying to size a shot. Betancourt was in a really tough match against Blake Borman, 133-pounder for Purdue. Lost in a decision 2-1, and you mentioned a lot of those really tight bouts that Ryder faced against the Boilermakers, only winning 2, but all 10 were decisions. Vice grip on that left leg.
And Molchak's trying to attack that wrist. Keep that pressure on him with his whizzer. Will's got to keep his head underneath there.
1 minute remaining in the 3rd period.
Now under a minute in the 3rd. The whistle does come in, 52 seconds left.
It's going to be a lot of action.
We're trying to stay low. We've seen Molchak get lower, winning that leverage battle. Both hand fighting. Molchak trying to size up a shot.
He's staying aggressive, Tom. He's coming right at him.
Now under 30 seconds, Betancourt goes low.
Molchak's got to break that lock. He's got to keep that ankle like he's doing. Will's got to hold on for dear life here. Just keep squeezing that leg.
Still has
tight as
a
you
grip
can.
on it. As there just won't be enough time left for Molchak. Will Betancourt gets 3 more for the Bronx here at 133 is the best way to put it, especially with Colello against the 20th ranked wrestler at 125. So it'll be Landon Duncan in the dark blue singlet for Kent State up against the 14th ranked Eli Griffin for the Rider Bronx.
And for rider number 14, Elijah Griffin.
Griffin 13-4 this season. He's kind of rolled through his last 4 duels if you kind of put an asterisk on the one against Lorenzo Frezzo where he got hurt in that second match on December 21st against Columbia. Picked up a 7-3 decision win against Isaiah Schaefer and gets the scoring started really early. And that was one of those matches that I'm sure Ryder was probably smelling bonus points, something you mentioned. And Isaiah Schaefer, true freshman, wrestled him really well.
Yeah.
But Griffin, an accomplished wrestler at Cal Baptist, his former stop. He's an NCAA qualifier 2 seasons ago. Put together one of the best seasons in Lancer history. 8th at 125 pounds at the Big 12 Championships. Earned an at-large bid to Nationals and the program's first ever wins at Nationals. He pinned Jet Strickenberger of West Virginia and defeated Mike Joyce of Brown. And picks up another takedown. Not even 2 minutes into this first period.
Got a cradle locked here. He's got to take his time with it. He's got to make sure his chest is low. You don't want to skip steps.
Duncan trying to grab that knee. Also accruing the riding time as well, which could be a factor later in this match. But see on the screen, Griffin 4 major decision wins and smelling bonus points already.
Yeah, he's got plenty of time left too in that first period.
Duncan, another one of these Cleveland State transfers for Josh Moore's squad, the redshirt sophomore out of Southington, Ohio. Went 4-9 a season ago. This is his first year, obviously, with the Golden Flashes. He's been successful 3-2 in duels.
1 point escape, Landon Duncan.
He does pick up the 1-point escape. He's won 2 of his last 3 duels. Obviously, a really tough customer in Griffin.
Yeah, Griffin just keeps coming at you. Tom, I did see that. I think Cal Baptist actually losing their program at the end of the season.
Another takedown for the former Lancer, and yeah, that is news to me.
Because I saw that one of the wrestlers is looking for a new home, and I just happened to read the article that it looks like they might not be there at the end of the season. It's a shame.
So a very productive first period for Griffin. 3 takedowns and already swelling up that riding time, nearing 1.5 minutes.
He's got a good cross-body ride, so he's not going to get hit for stalling.
Now swelling it up to almost 2 minutes. Eli Griffin second at the Cliff Keen Invitational at 141 pounds, the highest placer in rider program history, and technically 10-2 if you tack on the ride time. It's been all Eli so far here at 141. That's why Josh Moore was so frustrated at 133 with that reversed call.
Yeah.
Which really kind of reversed the tone and the energy in that 133-pound match. As Betancourt was able to pick up the decision there. Duncan takes a shot. It was defended well, trying to swing back. As now Griffin gets in on the right leg.
Excellent counter.
Picks up another 3-point takedown. His 4th already.
I'd probably cut him again. He's got so much time that he might try to find something, Tom, that is going to get a pin as opposed to a tech. A tech gets you 5 team points where your pin is going to get you 6. That was quick. You don't see a pin off of a tilt like that often, Tom. I apologize for the pause.
Right on cue, almost like he listened to you. A pin for Eli Griffin. A dominant win for the Bronx here at 141. And just like that, 6 more on the board for Ryder. They're now up 13-0. And boy, that was incredibly quick right after you mentioned it.
He just got that elevate with his leg there. Elevates the bottom leg. That is just something you don't see that often, a fall off of the tilt.
So the 14th ranked Eli Griffin now moves to 14-4 this season, and just through and through a tremendous grab in the portal from John Hange as 149 taking shape. Silas Stitz for Kent State against the Cleveland State transfer Dylan Layton for the Ryder Bronx. Stitz goes high, the freshman out of Greenwood, Indiana. 14-6 so far this season, 3-2 in duels and 1 pin so far. So an impressive showing for the young wrestler.
Layton's another one of those wrestlers that always, we talk about, stays real low on his feet. Tough to get underneath.
Yeah, we saw Betancourt do that here earlier today at 133. It's got to be so tough. You know, you've wrestled, obviously, almost your whole life. It's got to be tough to maintain for the whole 7 minutes or even for a lot of it.
That's what our coach Taylor used to tell us. We'd stay in our stance. We used to do a drill where at periods were 3-2-2. You'd literally stay in your stance the entire match because that's how you can break people.
Layton trying to move towards that left leg. Stitz able to stand him up.
Look at the score here, Stitz. Just got to clear that leg.
Kent State contingency clamoring for it.
And
there it is. At the minute mark, Stitz does pick up the takedown.
Yeah, Layton's got to finish on his feet here.
Layton does get to his feet, but still gripping the hand is Stitz. Now he moves towards the leg and takes a shot low right at the edge of the mat is Layton.
Stitz is going to try and keep him down.
The riding time at a half a minute. Yep. Layton following the long lineage, recent lineage of 149-pounders here in Lawrenceville. Sammy Alvarez a year ago, Quinn Kinner the year before that. Redshirt sophomore out of Indian Land, South Carolina, was under the tutelage of Josh Moore at Cleveland State.
1 point escape for Dylan Layton.
3 years prior to this.
I've never had a coach against one of my kids. I wonder if he now, because for the most part, he knows exactly what he's going to do.
First real aggressive move from Layton with the time winding down here in the first. But he won't have enough time, so Stitz with the only shot. Up 3-1 here as we start the second. I'm looking to get into it team-wise for the Golden Flashes.
In the second period.
Layton 10-5 this season. Really a lot of success earlier this year at the Princeton Open. He was 3-1. Had a lot of success at 141 pounds at his previous stop, Cleveland State. 14-4 in 2023, and then 17-9 in 2024. Leighton takes a shot. Still nothing doing.
It's an ill-advised shot time. It was a one-arm shot. You can't shoot and take a guy down with one arm. This is doing a good job of keeping wrist control. He's got good head pressure with that tie right there.
So Stallmate does fly in here with a little less than a minute. And Stitz was the aggressor early, and you got to give a lot of credit to all of these Golden Flash wrestlers so far, as Leighton looking for some offense here. Still does have a period left, but
they've been the aggressors here.
At 133, it could have gone either way, and then early at 125, until eventually Klinsky pulled away.
Stitz is doing a great job with that left hand. Leighton had that underhook, which is what he loves to use, but when you have that other hand, there's nothing he can do with that underhook. You make him a one-arm wrestler.
Now Leighton backing up, looking to size up a shot here under 10 seconds. Still neutral. Hand fighting from the two, as that'll tick us down into seconds. So Silas Stitz looking to get Kent State in the score column. They dropped the first 3 bouts in major decision, and fall fashion. He does take a shot after getting the point on the escape.
There's Stitz again with that wrist.
Unable to generate really anything offensively, and we've seen it so far throughout most of this match. Trying to get low. Stitz won't even let him get low. As now Stitz takes a shot.
He's got to keep that tricep and keep facing it if he wants to get out of this. Leighton should be wearing on him, getting him tired. Looking to spin and score.
Trying to move back towards the right foot of Stitz. Under a minute remaining here in the third. Now both neutral, still Leighton just unable to disengage. Now he does. You got to get going here.
Again, Stitz is keeping him square. He's not giving him an angle. Nothing to shoot at. Stitz has got a tight whizzer.
And that was really the best look we've seen from Leighton. He tries to trip that left leg, does. As now, as the time winding down, Leighton does get the much-needed takedown.
You got to ride right here. He's got no stalling warnings. Got to grab an ankle and hold on.
That initial trip really helped Leighton out, as they will reconvene with 8 seconds remaining here in period 3.
Tom, I would just go ankles, squeeze that ankle, and just hold on for dear life.
Grabbing the chest with 4 remaining.
Hips up, hips up.
As the time will tick down.
Nice
what
leg.
a tremendous valiant effort from Dylan Leighton at 149. Snatching victory from the jaws of defeat, winning by decision 5-4. And Stitz, and a lot of these Kent State Golden Flashes have been wrestling well, even though the scoreboard does not indicate that, as Gianni Maldonado in the white singlet for Reiner up against Keegan Knapp, the senior for Kent State. Maldonado, a freshman out of Tampa, Florida. 157 has been kind of a mix and match for John Hange this year. Seen Jacob Zierfoss, James Farina, Liam Scrivenich. But the last couple, it's been Maldonado. Maldonado 6-5 this year, looking for some better luck. He's 0-2 in duels. Tech Fall 22-2 loss to Brian Soldano. No shame there, one of the best wrestlers
absolutely
in the entire country. And then Stoney Buell beat him 12-6 in a decision. So he's had his work cut out for him really early in duels so far. And trying to take an early shot. Just a minute gone here in this first. Knapp is senior out of Lewis Center, Ohio. He's been the starter all 4 years at 157 for Kent State. Golden Flashes have also rolled out Reese Stephen, the redshirt freshman, in a couple of duels as well at this class.
Yeah, Maldonado's taking a couple little half shots, kind of, again, as normal time, just trying to get their feel for each other.
This season, I've seen a lot of, using the first period sometimes as that feeling out period. And how much of that is just kind of a psychological thing where you try to wear out your opposition and maybe try to force him into precarious spots where then they have to be reactive instead of active.
Like when you're moving around, Tom, you'll notice exactly where his hand positioning are, whether it's his feet, is he a square stance, has he 1 foot out, is it left foot that he leads, does he lead right? And you'll start to see those things, and then you'll start directing, because you want to play your offense. You want to continue wrestling your match. You don't want to dictate what he does. What you have drilled should work.
And right on cue, the first real shot as Knapp has
There's that wrist
grip.
Yep. As soon as you have that wrist, you can't take a guy down with one arm.
So a heady decision by Maldonado because the leg was in the air, now back neutral. Maldonado takes a shot. A single down at the left leg.
Short time here. He's got to keep facing.
And Maldonado had a free left arm until Knapp was able to pin it down there. So scoreless first here at 157. Both wrestlers have taken a couple of shots, but nothing doing on the scoreboard as Maldonado will choose down. Colton Wyszleski, the former 157-pounder, now at Virginia, had a tremendous season here in Lawrenceville a year ago. He was 13-4 in duels. And oftentimes when you do lose one of your better wrestlers, it's tough that next season to try to find some continuity at that class.
Yeah, especially if you were counting on him. And, it happened 3 times last season. So, lesson learned. There you go.
Eventually, Maldonado does get the 1 point for the escape. Looks to go low, does. Was defended well, as Knapp does get a stalling warning assessed. So stalemate called a little over a minute here in period 2.
One minute remaining in the second period.
Kent State got their first MAC win in the Josh Moore era back on December 13th against Buffalo, 22-10. They still have SIUE and Clarion on the schedule. Josh Moore just trying to turn this program around, and these wrestlers have come out strong here this afternoon.
Absolutely.
Other than 141, every other bout has been competitive so far.
And even in 41, he was coming at Griffin like a champ, He wasn't backing down. He was being the aggressor, taking the shots.
And still a long ways to go, but Ryder could definitely feel a lot better about themselves if the result does stand here after kind of the way that Friday night match against Purdue went.
Yeah.
Or it felt like, hey, you're in it, you're in it, you're in it, but Purdue has so many really talented wrestlers littered throughout their starting 10, and sometimes it just doesn't go your way. And
yeah, it's like it was 6-6, and then you dropped 3 decisions that were a point or 2 each, and all of a sudden you're down 9 when you were just right in it, but every match was competitive.
And we saw Kike Munguia at 174. That probably the most competitive there, coming literally down to the wire.
It was a great match to watch.
Knapp scampers out of it, did get the point on the escape. Still no offensive points from either wrestler. Towards the edge of the mat on the far side, Maldonado takes a shot.
There it is.
And eventually Maldonado gets the 3 right at the edge.
He's got a Turk in. If he can get that heel to the ceiling, he's got to. Oh, he's losing that Turk.
Trying to work up towards the shoulders. And also seeping into the ride time, which probably wouldn't have been a factor for Knapp anyway. Under a minute to go here in this third.
And don't forget, Knapp, I believe, has a stalling warning. And he's not making any effort to get up. And Maldonado does have a nice cross body.
Issued back in the second.
And there's no head getting off the mat. So, again, I hate to say it, but Knapp's hurting himself. You got to get that forehead off the mat and get your hips underneath you.
And Maldonado doing a tremendous job making that right arm a non-factor.
And just doing enough work on top not to get called for stalling himself. He's got a nice arm bar on the left side.
They go too far off the edge. 20 seconds remain, and Maldonado has really taken control here in this third. First 2 periods were essentially the feeling out.
And then they opened up with one little shot. Got to keep following those hips.
Knapp tried to aggressively spin out of it. Time not on his side. Now 10 seconds remain here at 157.
Good win for Ryder right there.
A tremendous dual win for Gianni Maldonado,
yes,
his first
Good job.
this season. And after 2
Attaboy.
tough losses, picks up a 5-1 decision win. Tack on 3 more for the Ryder Broncs, who now lead it 19-0 after bout number 5. We saw the late win from Leighton at 149. Maldonado in a little bit more control here at 157, and I'm sure John Hange is just looking, as this season progresses, who will be that 157-pounder? Will it be Maldonado? Will we see more of James Farina as this season progresses? But
Zierfus.
Jacob Zierfus as well. It's 165 pounds. Brendan Abden, very polarizing wrestler for Ryder. And Chris Ernest in the dark blue singlet for Kent State.
He's always going for that inside tie, and we know what comes from there.
The headlock hero. Abden had a pin earlier this season back on November 16th. And then picked up a really impressive pin over Cesar Alvin of Colombia.
Yeah.
That not even 30 seconds in. The Little Rock transfer, Abden 9-7 this season for Ryder. And 7-4 last year in Arkansas, his first season this year here in Lawrenceville.
I thought Abden did a good job there. When somebody takes a bad shot like that, sometimes you don't want to just let them back up. You want to wear on them a little, get them tired out.
We'll see if Abden does start generating more offense if he's not able to get that headlock, because 8-2 decision loss to Joey Blaze. Blaze, one of the best wrestlers at 165, so that's obviously going to be tough. But prior to that, a 7-0 decision loss to Alejandro Herrera Rondon of Clarion, and then Owen Eck of Oklahoma got him 5-0.
Like when we were talking the Purdue match, you lose 6-2 to Joey Blaze. Yeah, you lost. It's 3 team points, but wow, what a match you wrestled.
And how much of that do you think they take in? You know, obviously, everyone kind of has their own approach to the silver linings because sometimes if you want to set the tone and set the precedent, you know, you can't maybe tip your cap metaphorically all the time. But when wrestling somebody who was an NCAA runner-up a year ago.
Again, a match like that time could do wonders for your confidence. Let you know that, because again, a lot of these guys are so close in talent, and it's just work ethic and a lot of mental. And if you get that belief in yourself that, wow, I can hang with these guys, then you start opening up and wrestling better.
Chris Ernest, a Campbell transfer from Wadsworth, Ohio. He's also had an impressive career so far as Abden does take a shot on him.
Got to watch himself.
Abden trying to work towards.
Should take him right to his back. I just sit back on my butt. Right there.
Trying to get to him. Ernest able to dance out of it for just a second there and avoid what could be real danger. Both refs will convene. I think Josh Moore was thinking about a takedown there at the end.
Yeah, I'd have to see the time. I mean, he did look like he had something at the end, but I wasn't aware of how much time was left.
So we will consult video review for the third time this afternoon.
Right there would be. Now you'd have to see
if he did have time. And Ernest, 19-11 a season ago, was 8-4 in duels, and 6-2 so far this year. 4-1 at the Kent State Open, but just one duel so far for the junior.
Oh, he got right in front of the clock. Good call.
After review, there was no change. The bout still remains scoreless.
So still scoreless at the start of the second. As Abden was the aggressor towards the end there, those final 15 seconds where he really put Ernest in a spot.
To begin the second period.
Where he could do damage, but now have to regroup here at the start of the second. Tried to make a move towards the neck area. Now Ernest with a grip on the thigh.
Yeah, Ernest he's got to get his head underneath there. Ernest is ball and chain that inside ankle, and he looks like he's in really good shape here.
Trying to work inside on the left arm of Abden here near side, near the edge. Abden still gripping the foot. Now has to work on the mat.
Just hoping for a stalemate, Abden, because he cannot improve from here.
And eventually,
and he gave him the three.
The three on the takedown from Ernest. Looking to work towards his feet, does get.
Ernest has got a cradle lock, but he's off his feet.
Let's see if Abden does have enough strength. It won't matter as they'll reconvene at center mat.
Yeah, they call a stalemate, and just if people don't know, when there's no more change and the ref feels that nobody's making any progress, we're just going to start you back. It's got to keep coming up. Headhunt.
Has to work around. Now Ernest kind of draped on the side of Abden, working towards that left foot.
Got an ankle.
Still no disengagement.
Well, Abden should ball and chain that inside ankle as well.
Let's get two on the reversal. He's trying to work towards that right foot. Really can't get an angle at it. That'll tick us down here in the second. So all things considered, Abden able to hang in it with the three-point takedown from Ernest. See if he can set the tone here in period number 3 and get the golden flashes on the scoreboard. He'll start bottom.
A caution has been assessed to Brendan Abden.
Attempted a shoulder roll there by Ernest.
Trying to escape out of this, does. So there's the one. Abden has to get aggressive here, does.
There's going to be 3 more and maybe some back points here if he takes his time here.
Now the left leg extended out. Kind of slowed down the momentum of Abden, who tried to...
He's trying to back leg that cradle.
Drive him back. Left arm free here for Ernest.
That is a tight cradle if he can get him over.
Trying to drive him back down.
He's got to watch himself here.
Nothing yet, and what a tremendous job for Ernest picking up the takedown.
Excellent job. He got completely high with that cradle.
1 minute remaining in the third period.
So it looked like Abden was in an opportunity of offense. But Ernest was able to thwart it out, and not just thwart it out, but pick up 3.
He's got plenty of time. He's got to keep moving. He might cut him if he gets his riding time.
Seeping now over a minute with 30 seconds left here in this third.
Stalling warning has been assessed to Brendan Abden.
And Abden does get hit for stalling. Ticking down towards 20 seconds remaining. It's not going to be enough time for Brendan Abden to generate anything, as that will tick us down. So Kent State is able to pick up their first win here this afternoon. It's Chris Ernest, the Campbell transfer at 165, a winner by decision 8-2. So the Kent State Golden Flag, the start of 174, and Kent State was able to get back on the board with Chris Ernest's decision win at 165. And we have been treated to a close one throughout a lot of these so far, but you know, Ryder has just been the better squad, and Eli Griffin's pin really kind of setting the tone.
Yeah, both squads came out to wrestle, and again, Kent State is doing an amazing job today. And their conditioning is phenomenal.
Kike Mungia here, the senior out of Strongsville, Ohio for Ryder. It's a redshirt junior Ethan Barr for Kent State. Barr showcasing flexibility as Mungia does pick up the 3-point takedown.
No near fall, had a 1 count.
Barr's 149 pounds as a freshman, 157 as a sophomore, 165 last year, now here at 174. And so far his best season this year, 4-3 in duels, 9-5 overall. Kike Mungia wrestling
He's
against
got a far side cradle.
His former squad.
Oh boy. That's tight. Got a good bridge going, though.
A real precarious spot is Barr.
And in this situation, Tom, what Barr's going to do now is just try not to get pinned. You can get off your back as long as you're not pinned. Now you start fighting off your back. Kike's going to look to extend that half Nelson and switch sides.
And a 4-point near fall for Mungia. So coming out guns a-blazing here at 174. But Barr staying in it. Kind of moving back towards the stomach and not letting Mungia pin him, to your point.
Remaining in the first period.
Vice grip on the wrist. Does Munguia have him?
I just realized Munguia was a Kent State transfer.
Yep.
I forgot about that. That's right.
In the 21-22 season, he was 11-8 in Ohio at 157 pounds. His home state as well, but has spent now, this is third season in Lawrenceville with the Bronx. He put together a 22-8 impressive season a year ago, did Munguia, and bulked up to 174.
This is where his specialty is right there, as you just saw that.
He's able to spin out of it and pick up another takedown. So already in double digits is Munguia.
Tom, I don't know how you coach that. We call it funk. It's just, I don't know what else to say. It's got to be frustrating wrestling against him. Every time you think you have the upper hand, you're about to score, it's the complete opposite.
And it went literally right down to the wire against Brody Bauman of Purdue on Friday. So Munguia coming out high, flying 10-1 and over 2 minutes of ride time. And he actually did pick up the takedown. There just wasn't enough time left against Bauman.
Yeah.
Because he would have won that 6-5, but ended up losing 5-3. Bar seeping into the ride time, but still well over a minute. Two takedowns in that 4-point near fall in that first for Munguia. He picked up a pin back on December 21st of Patrick Kuchenber of Clarion, and also won later that day against Nick Fine, 11-6. Fine, a top 30 wrestler for Columbia at 174.
Barr's doing an excellent job keeping the legs in and keeping the ride going. As soon as I speak, he gets a little high.
Yeah, vice grip on that wrist and a 2-point reversal for Munguia.
1 minute remaining in the second period.
So as we stand now, he's easily cemented the major decision, but still plenty of time for the potential tech fall. Munguia 3-4 in duels this season. Was 2-2 back in early November at the Princeton Open. Been a dominant showing so far for Ryder this afternoon. In just their second conference match of the year, they have a lot of those backloaded. Edinburgh on the 24th, George Mason on the road on the 30th, and Lock Haven and Bloomsburg in early February.
He might get them all. This might be the tech. He got it.
So Munguia does pick up 4. And that will do it here at 174 pounds. A dominant showing from Kike Munguia. The senior wins by tech fall, and Ryder swells that lead even more.
The nice thing about this half was, Tom, again, slow, methodical. He took his time finishing that. Beautiful.
Now moving towards 184 pounds with Ryder up 24-3. It'll be John Hange's son, J.P. Hange, for Ryder against Ronald Dimmerling for the Kent State Golden Flashes.
J.P. Hange.
184 has been another one of these bouts that we will see a lot of different faces throughout the course of the rest of the season. An immediate takedown for Dimmerling.
Yeah, Dimmerling came out hard here. Kept moving, saw an opening, and took a nice shot.
Hange has wrestled sparingly this season. We've seen a lot of Giovanni Alejandro at 184. And Hanji, obviously the son of John Hanji, had visits to LIU, University of Pittsburgh, and Drexel, but following in his father's footsteps here in Lawrenceville.
Got to watch himself here.
Dimmerling does bring him to the mat. Nothing on the board yet. Dimmerling, another one of these Cleveland State transfers that Josh Moore has poached from the now disbanded Cleveland State Viking program. Was a 174-pounder last 3 seasons, bulked up to 184. Typical 184-pounder for Kent State, Trent Thomas, the redshirt sophomore. 3-5 in duels this season, but it's Dimmerling who gets the nod.
There's a lot of sound wrestling here, Tom. I'm looking as a coach from like where the guy on top, what's he doing that's not right that JP could score on, and he's got a great ride. And as soon as JP gets his hips underneath him and builds up, he's immediately countering that. It's just back and forth. Very well-coached programs. It's awesome to see.
And almost 2 complete minutes of ride time for Dimmerling. And we'll see what the move is at 184 pounds as this season progresses. Now, Isaac Dean.
Yeah. We had commented, or you had commented on 57 with Waslewski.
Yep.
Again, coach was left out there, didn't realize he needed, and, making the best is what he can.
Now over 2 minutes of total riding time for Dimmerling. Had the initial takedown not even a minute in.
Got a tight ride on top. Tight ride.
Stalling warning's been assessed to JP Hanji.
And JP Hanji gets called for stalling. Hanji has lost all 3 of his duel matches this season. His last a tech fall loss, 16-0 to Ian Bush of West Virginia back on November 23rd. He has his work cut out for him here. The ride time wood it is, but have to generate some offense here to start the second.
Neutral to begin the second period.
Yeah, JP, to me, would you use a little bit of your length here? You're obviously a little taller than him. Don't give him much to shoot at.
Hand fighting, now they disengage.
Nice fake.
Hanji trying to go low. Still a lot of hand fighting. Trying to size up a shot after Dimmerling has the only shot so far in this match. Dimmerling does take a shot. Hanji was able to skate out of that.
1 minute remaining in the second period.
He's got to keep his feet moving. Sometimes when you get in a tie, you get complacent, you don't move, and you don't stand still.
Did break out of it, but no real shot. Under a minute here in the second. Hanji 2-2 at the Princeton Open back in early November.
Nice change level. Got to watch.
Second stalling warning was assessed to JP Hanji, 1 point.
So one more for Dimmerling on the second stalling warning on Hanji. This This is Dimmerling's first duel of the season. He was 1-6 in duels and just 9-16 a season ago with Cleveland State. And he has been the aggressor so far at 184, 4-0 lead and almost 3 minutes of riding time. As Kent State is looking to pick up their second bout win here this afternoon.
I'd like to see JP ride him because he's got the length on him.
And Dimmerling does get one. Trying to size up a shot to get that major decision potentially.
Almost had him with a slide by. If I'm Dimmerling at the time, I keep the pressure on him. He's already got 2 stallings, you know what I mean? You get him second guessing if he gets hit again. But you got to apply the pressure. You can't just...
And not much generated on that shot as now Dimmerling takes a better looking shot.
1 minute remaining in the third period.
JP's got to use his length. He's got to get tight in there.
Whistle does come in. 54 seconds remaining here in this third. Dimmerling's been in control throughout pretty much all of it. Chris Ernest at 165 was the only win here this afternoon for the Golden Flashes. 8-2 decision win over Abden. But Dimmerling looks poised to join him in that department.
Keep facing. Nothing yet. Got to get him down. Excellent mat return.
Bring him to the mat and picks up another 3.
Little emphasis on that for that major decision, Tom. Beautiful mat return.
And to your point, you know, staying aggressive was kind of your advice to Dimmerling here.
Yep.
And he was able to do just that. So Ronald Dimmerling, a major decision victory, 9-0 over JP Hanji here at 184.
Fair winner, 184 pounds.
So the second bout won this afternoon for Kent State, as well as LIU. So Kent State has a lot of action coming up in the month of January, and Ryder kind of backloaded towards the end of their schedule. They have a couple in February, and just their second so far, Kent State's third. Brock Zarowski at 197 for the Ryder Bronx against Blake Schaefer in the dark blue singlet for Kent State. Zarowski 24th ranked junior out of Cape May Courthouse, New Jersey. 2-time NJ State finalist and a 3-time regional finalist. And hooked up an immediate 3 points.
Zarowski.
He came out firing. We saw at 174 from Kike Mungia. Zarowski taking a page out of his book. He's now bringing him to the mat. Still nothing doing. Ride time nearing that 40-second mark. Zarowski poised to get it near that minute. So Ryder's had a tremendous rebound here this afternoon. The 24-6 loss against 25th ranked Purdue, where a lot of those bouts could have gone either way. It was all decisions. And Ryder was only able to win at 125 and 141, but a much stronger showing, albeit Kent State, not Purdue, but they've come out tough, especially in the lighter weight classes. Nico Colello, Nick Molchak both wrestled Klinsky and Betancourt respectively very well.
trying to limp that arm out. They're going to keep the inside leg blocked. Schaefer has a really good whizzer there.
Zarowski looking to drag him back in. He takes
There
a
it is.
shot and picks up 3.
Takedown for
So the second takedown for Zarowski. Schaefer, the senior out of Canton, Ohio. Another one of these 4-year starters for Kent State. All coming at 197. His sophomore campaign, most impressive, 25-11. He was 14-7 in duels that year. And so far, Schaefer 7-1. But really has his work cut out for him as Zarowski has started strong with 5 seconds remaining here in the first.
He's got to get his head up.
At the end of the first period,
So 6-1, Zarowski at the end of 1, picked up the 2 takedowns in almost 2 minutes of riding time. Maintaining the aggression that we've seen and productivity that we've seen all afternoon long from the Bronx. Zarowski was 17-12 a season ago. A MAC champ last season. He was 1-2 in NCAAs. A big sudden victory win 5-2 over Wyatt Volker of Northern Iowa.
That was a real big win for him.
Redshirted did Zarowski his first season here. That was back at 184. And went 9-7, and so far he's had a really successful almost 2 complete years. 4-3 in duels. And has won 2 of his last 3, those both coming on that December 21st tri-meet. Tech Fall win 20-3 and a decision win 2-1.
Yeah, you watch him on top, Tom. I'm just sitting here amazed. He's just smothering him on top. There is nowhere for Schaefer to go. And it looks like he's trying to build up, but he is just, wow, just a great ride. He's a little cross body. He's keeping pressure on him, making him carry him. And Schaefer's got to get that head off the mat. It just looks like you're not trying.
Already been called for 1. And the whistle comes in
Potentially
for a
dangerous.
potentially dangerous play. But to your point, Jim, now 3 minutes and 22 seconds of riding time for Zarowski.
Caution was assessed to Brock Zarowski.
One on the escape for Schaefer, and Zarowski takes an immediate shot right out of it and picks up another 3.
Excellent job. Came right in off Tom with no pause, came right for that shot.
Major decision in really good shape for Zarowski, looking for the tech fall. Still another 2 minutes to go after this. So maintaining the aggression that we saw in the first here in the second.
At the end of the second period,
Spending a lot of that time on top.
Zarowski elects neutral to begin the third period.
Probably the second most impressive showing from a rider wrestler this afternoon. Either him or Munguia.
Yeah.
And obviously Eli Griffin at 141 picking up the pin over Landon Duncan. And Zarowski has really been the aggressor. As Schaefer hits the deck.
He's basically picking and choosing what he wants to do right now, and I think he's just looking for somewhere to turn him.
Working back around, a minute 15 left in this third. Every single period has featured offense for Zarowski.
Second stalling warning was assessed to Blake Schaefer. 1 point for Zarowski.
Not sure why he's not cutting
1
him.
minute remaining in the third
I'd look to
period.
cut him and take him down for 2 and maybe backs. Plenty of time.
Yeah, Schaefer trying to move towards that right leg almost as a life preserver. So ride time is just swelling up to almost 5 total minutes. A lot of that coming in the second period.
The ref's not going to call stalling at this point in time. You know, the major decisions had. No need to, you know, short time.
An impressive showing from the 24th ranked Brock Zarowski at 197. A major decision victory, 14-2. Ryder has just had a tremendous rebound after Friday night's loss, where they dropped 8 bouts to Purdue. They've been able to come out this afternoon against a Kent State squad that is obviously in the initial stages of a rebuild under Josh Moore. And he had a lot of success at Cleveland State, a former assistant with the Golden Flashes from 2004 to 2015. But
Like that Colello's match, I mean, even though he got majored by Klinsky, boy, he wrestled the entire time. He kept coming at him. And again, Tyler's ranked 20 in the country for a reason. He's one of the best out there.
And even Nick Molchak losing 4-2 to Betancourt, that could have gone either way with the reverse call, and then that really changed the complexion of the match. But a lot of the earlier wrestlers, and 149, Silas Stitz was in control of that throughout probably 80% of that match, but Dylan Layton was able to get that last takedown that sealed it.
Yep.
And a tremendous job by Layton. You got to give a lot of credit to these Ryder wrestlers, too, executing. After coming out on Friday, wouldn't call it flat, but just sometimes you wrestle really good wrestlers and wrestle well, and sometimes you just don't win.
That was just a tough opponent in Purdue, and they had just lost that morning to Drexel, so they were a little heated, which helps.
And the manner in which they lost, where they led, and
a
lot of bouts that got away from them in that one. So coming on a bus to Lawrenceville and them picking up that big of a win, really impressive for the Boilermakers. But Ryder has responded well. No scoring here between Hogan Schwensky and Brenton Zimmerman. Schwensky takes a shot, trying to trip the right leg.
He's got to kick that up higher. There you go.
Ooh. A loud thump on the mat from Zimmerman, and eventually Schwensky does pick up the 3.
He's got to build up there.
Schwensky, an Ohio State transfer, the grad student out of East Berlin. Nick Feldman at Ohio State. He's not going anywhere at that heavyweight spot. And Ryder's had a lot of success with grad transfers, and they pluck Schwensky and bring him to Lawrenceville. And you know, he's put together a really good showing so far.
Yeah, he just got here in January, December, I think it was. So
he was 3-1 at the Patriot Open, looking for better success in duels. You also take a look at the names he's wrestled. Juan Mora of Oklahoma, Hayden Filipovich.
Yeah.
Was a qualifier last year for Purdue, and Vincent Mueller of Columbia.
That was a really nice shoulder roll, or they call it a Granby, especially for a big boy.
At the end of the first period, Schwensky leads 3-1.
So Zimmerman does cut into it, but the only offensive points on the board from Schwensky.
Zimmerman chooses down to begin the second period.
We've seen Ryder have a bit of a long layoff in between that tri-meet on December 21st and the Purdue match on the 2nd of January. And now they have 9 days, or really 8 days, before they wrestle again. We detailed the schedule. They're down in Bues Creek, North Carolina. I don't know if I said that right, but
good luck.
At Campbell and then the Citadel. On Saturday, January 17th, Jim, you'll be down there enjoying the nice weather.
I will, and it's some good wrestling, too.
Can't complain about the weather in Lawrenceville today.
How about that, Tom? 50 degrees today, 53, I think.
Enjoy it, because in 2 days it might be 20. Hand fighting at the center of the mat, a little over a minute left in this second.
1 minute remaining in the second period.
What these guys are doing is just trying to get better head position, a better collar tie, pummeling to get inside control.
Does spin Simmerman around.
Yeah, I'd like to see a couple of them head spins, and then shoot off that.
Simmerman, a redshirt sophomore out of Morrow, Ohio. 16-12 a year ago, 7-8 in duels, just 1-3 so far this season. Zimmerman went low, still a lot of hand fighting. That takes us to the end of the second, so 1 period remaining in this entire match. Schwensky will choose down. Abel Ngo and Corey Borio, the other heavyweights for Kent State. But Zimmerman gets the nod here this afternoon. It's good to see him back, too. He was injured in that dual meet against Bellarmine back on December 11th. Dalton Meyer was able to get the free 6.
He's trying to get inside tie right there. You don't want to go straight at him when you have that.
Right at the edge. Zimmerman takes a shot. Schwensky's still in, but now a whistle does come in. Minute 13 left. Zimmerman looking to break out of this and then get on offense. It was really his best look that we've seen this match. Now trying to size something up.
And when you said that with offense, if I'm Schwensky, I'm kind of doing the same thing. Again, the more you stand still, you're going to leave yourself open to shots. He's got to keep wrestling. You can still preserve your lead, but stay aggressive.
Left himself open just a bit there, but defended it well. Now 40 seconds left. Schwensky able to dance out of it. 30 seconds remain.
He's got to watch pushing on him. You want to circle here, not push, not push.
Ryder looking to take 8 of the 10 bouts here this afternoon. Zimmerman takes a shot, looking for 3, and they'll get it. So Brenton Zimmerman at about the 12-second mark. His best-looking shot results in 3. As the time does tick down. So the redshirt sophomore Brenton Zimmerman, a winner by decision. 28-10 though, the final here this afternoon. Schwensky dropped it right at the end, but Ryder 28-10 the final.